All right, guys, and welcome back. Something a little different today. We have a new segment, Temple Talk, where we talk about things that do our tits in.
We do. And we have pretty big titties too.
Oh, yes, we have
I think
large breasts.
That's right.
But I guess, we wanted to have a platform where we can discuss more serious things, but in our own fun way, because I think everyone's too fucking uptight.
Yeah, I completely agree. We've got to remember at the end of the day, we're here to lift weights and we're having a bit of fun. We do it competitively, but some seem to take that very, very seriously. As if
it's like
they're saving the planet or something.
It is like it's rocket science, but in fact, this is actually just lifting weights. And there's a million ways to do it, which means there's probably a million ways to do it wrong. And most people do it wrong. We, however, we do it the right way.
Well, we do it our way.
It's the right way.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's the best
I'll
way.
take that.
It's the best way.
I'll take that.
It is what it is. But anyway, we wanted to talk a little bit today on, we'll touch on a few topics, but they all kind of relate to each other.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll start with, the difference that I guess people have expectations in when it comes to wanting to lift competitively or wanting to lift, let's say, lifestyle lifting.
Lifestyle style training, yeah.
So what do you think is one of the key differences? Although there's several. What are one of the key differences in those?
I think the biggest issue that I see in this area, the difference between comp and lifestyle lifting, is that people want comp results from a lifestyle style of training.
That's people across the board in society, people want more for doing less.
For doing less, and unfortunately it's just not the way that it is. What we tend to see is people messaging or asking, or even out on social media, we see a lot of it. People doing 2-3 days a week or something like that. They skip a whole bunch of stuff. They don't do the little things right, and then they have a whinge and a cry because they're not lifting or moving as much weight as the competitive scene people are.
Yeah, and it's, I think another thing that frustrates both of us is we often get messages from people, and it's I dig the enthusiasm and the hunger, but people saying, one day I'll be as strong as you, or I'm getting close to you. I'm like, I'll look at this person, and I know for a fact they're not putting the work in. You know what I mean? Like, I understand people wanting to do that's good. I want you to be stronger than me. Cool. 100%. But do you understand what it takes to get there? This is not a 1 year, 2 year, 3 year thing. I've been doing this nearly 7 years. You've been doing it for nearly 5, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And we're not done yet, but it takes fucking time. And not just time, but being consistent over that long period of time.
Yeah, exactly right. And we see it, the best way that you can figure this out for yourself is how your coaches are reacting to you. Now, what's something we do here is people who are in that lifestyle style program who aren't interested in competing, when they do cross the line, we sit down and we have a chat to them and explain to them what's going to be expected, not just from us, but from themselves to reach that level of competition lifting. And sometimes they're in for that and sometimes they're not, and that's absolutely fine. The bottom line is, though, you're not going to get the results you want if you walk in a gym and you half-ass everything you're doing.
That's true, and that's something we do here. It is, we do push people to compete. Now, not because for competition's sake, but when you have a competition, when you have some sort of real accountability, something to aim and strive for, and also in the team environment where people are also putting the work in for this one event, we find that when we encourage people to compete, it lifts their own training standard and also their training morale, because it's important to enjoy it and it's important to be passionate. So when you push people for competition, even though some people may not feel ready, we do find very consistently that these people achieve their goals much faster. And now that's not to say that you can't achieve your goals coming in 2 days a week. But that kind of ties into the next thing we wanted to talk about, and that's cultures within gyms. I guess it's also being honest with people.
Yeah.
Because if someone comes into our gym, bro, and they say to us, "Hey man, I want to be fucking strong as shit, and I've got 2 days this week and 3 days this week, and that's kind of all I can give," what the fuck are we going to say to them?
Well, we're going to have to say, figure it out. Figure it out. You're going to have to move your life around and figure that out. This is not... It's the same as if you were playing footy on the weekends, guys. Like, that means your Saturday's gone. That means 2 of your afternoons in the week are gone. Are you going to work your way around that? You do, because you want to, and you want to be competitive in that area. And it takes exactly the same thing. And now, I'm not going to sit here and say that it's super easy for everyone to just throw lifestyle stuff across, because we understand what life's like. But it doesn't mean taking it easy and just accepting that as the mediocrity.
And we're not going to sit here and pretend that you're going to get the same results as someone who's putting in 4 to 5 days of work a week versus you who are putting in 2 or 3. Now, there are gyms in our local area, and their advertisement, their whole pitch is that it's okay if you can't commit properly. You can just come in 2 days and you'll still get awesome results. No, fuck that. You may get some results, you'll probably get some results, but the results that you fucking want are the ones you're gonna have to work for, and people are very slow to see that sometimes. And we get people coming here, and because of the culture that we have here, because we don't accept that fucking mediocrity, those people that come in to train 2 days a week, but in 2 weeks' time, they're training 4 days a week. They don't want to get left behind.
It never takes long, does it?
They don't want to get left behind, because when they start hanging out with people who have some fucking hunger and some drive and some discipline, they start to instill those things in themselves, which is that you are the product of what you surround yourself with. So surround yourself with pussies, you're going to become one.
And it's beyond true. Mm-hmm. You see these clients, especially in the online area. Mm-hmm. All right, they have an excuse for everything they're going at, and unfortunately, it's really hard to get people out of that mindset, which is why we love to have people in this space. Healthy competition is a beautiful thing, okay? And if you're surrounding yourself with people who are weak and will accept your mediocrity and will accept your excuses, you will not grow.
And we accept that people aren't always going to be as strong as others. That is not what this is about. This is about people finding their ceiling of potential, and it's much higher than people think. And back to what T said, when it comes to your fucking online clients, I don't care about your excuses. You're paying me to help you. What are you giving me or him your excuses for? You're wasting your own time. You're only wasting our time as well, but you're wasting your own time if you're not going to put the fucking work in. You understand it takes 4 days a week when you sign up. Plan your fucking life out. You're an adult. Grow up. If you commit to something, you fucking see it through. Am I right?
You're right. You gotta have that level of acceptance on your side of things. You get a lot. Oh, sorry, I missed this session this week. Well, I'm not getting weaker.
No,
I'm not going to not improve.
Don't point your finger at anyone else when the time comes and you haven't achieved what you want. Simple, because how many people will point the finger because they didn't do the fucking work?
100%, and it really doesn't help with a lot of the way that we see a lot of coaches working in this industry at the moment. We'll see people who will only work with people who are weak because they're afraid to work with very strong lifters.
Yes.
All right, and the opposite as well. We have seen people who, if you don't reach a certain potential or limit or minimum, they won't even talk to you.
Yeah, let's break that down a little bit, right? So you've got fucking, we know coaches that will only take on strong people. Okay, now for some people that's fine. That is literally their business model, and they're very open about that. Okay, but if you're claiming to be someone who is openly on an endeavor to help each and every individual, but you only want to work with people that make you look good, you're a dickhead, okay?
Yeah.
We want to work with people who are truly trying to better themselves. We will help fucking anybody who walks in the door with a good attitude.
The only thing that we require is that you put your work in.
Yep.
You don't drag your feet through the door. You come in, you have a crack, and you give what you've got.
Yep.
Because that way, we know that you're going to get the full potential out of what we are giving you.
Yeah, and we take pride in our work. You guys, all our clients, that is a representation of the work we do, and we take pride in that. We want you guys to achieve big things, and we only ask that you put the same in. You know what I mean? And when it comes to coaches that potentially don't want to work with strong people, now I ask you this: you got into the industry, right? And now you are limiting yourself. All right? I understand some people aren't comfortable. They may have a skill set that isn't quite there yet. But again, you must challenge yourself, and I think it's important. If you're in this industry, you accept that you are willing to help anybody who wants to get strong. So if you can't cut it, fuck off. And that's harsh, but that's life sometimes.
And that we'd love to keep that level of reality for people, because the more and more you coddle and let people get away with victimizing themselves in those situations, that's what we love to see. Hey, if your numbers are going up 1 kilo, 2 kilo, but you want 20, that's fine. It doesn't matter to us, all right? The training's going to happen when you're putting it in. What matters is us seeing that you're going to have the mental strength to walk out of here and apply that in other areas as well.
Absolutely, because it isn't just in the gym. So when it's important that, like, if you're a power lifter and you're doing all the work in the gym, but you go home and you don't eat and you don't sleep properly, so you come in the gym the next day, you're fucking trashed. You can sit there and go, oh, the program's not working, but are you putting the work in outside of the gym to achieve it, because trust me, your gym goals are also dictated by outside of it, and you have to make priority. You have to make priority. You can't go out on a Saturday night and get pissed. You can't. So what? Do something better with your life. You know, when you go to bed at a reasonable hour, get up in the morning, go and train.
I think a perfect example for this, and not to talk about me, but my lifestyle was very busy with work. And it was a struggle for me to get the gym. And it's taken me nearly, I would say 3 years, about 3 years for me to slowly change my life so that I could be in and around what truly made me feel passionate and strong. And changing the little things, moving into different jobs.
Absolutely.
Putting in the extra work of doing coaching in the afternoon and the daytime job and training and looking after kids and family. All right, it's not easy. We're not sitting here to say all of this is fucking easy. Just do it, okay? It's going to take hard work. Value is directly correlated to how hard it is to obtain. Be valuable.
I like that. And it's, you know, it is one of those things, bro. It's that you put that fucking perfectly. You know what I mean?
It's what we're about here at Temple, guys. We the basis of it is that we want to let you guys know it's not easy. It's not easy. We know. Trust me, we're here.
It's not meant to be.
That's the point of it. The point of it is not to be easy and just to coddle through life like it's nothing. All right? The point is to put yourself in that uncomfortable zone, and we provide that zone with a group of people who want to do that. And you'll find it very quickly that if you're around people that are allowing you to do that, none of them will grow.
And if you try to fucking grow and hang around those people, they will hold you the fuck back. You must separate yourself from things that hold you down.
Yeah.
And I think that's
pretty straightforward. Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit of a serious one to start up for us here today, guys. We
bit of fun, bar, bit of
yeah,
fun.
a bit of fun. But look, we're going to do a little bit of these 10, 15-minute videos, okay, guys? Get them cranked out to you. Have a talk about different subjects that we feel need to be addressed in the industry, powerlifting, a little bit of competition type stuff, a little bit of shit talk. There's always a bit of shit talk with us. There's always shit talk.
We're a little bit of a mischievous pair, aren't we?
Black and white, we're mates, all right. Don't worry about that.
But guys, you know, if you have any suggestions of perhaps there's a topic that you would like us to cover within this sort of scene, we're more than open to this. This is something we'll try and do perhaps fortnightly to start with.
Yeah.
And you know, I hope you enjoy this. Sort of, we're trying to bang out different kinds of content. You know, we've got our gym-based heavy content. We've got the Q&As, and now we're going to add in some temple talk. Just to cover all the bases, and we like to fucking talk about a whole bunch of different things, and we enjoy doing it. We enjoy helping people.
Yeah.
You might learn something, which is our goal, is that you're going to learn something. And you know what? Sometimes the lessons aren't easy, but you need people who are going to tell you the fucking truth sometimes.
Reality, baby.
That's us, and that is how you truly grow. Because if you do not fucking know what's up, you're going to lose. Anything you want to add?
Not really, guys. Also, just so anyone knows, in the Central Coast area, we do seminars almost fortnightly. Pretty much fortnightly, we do seminars. We do flash seminars, which are just quick hour-long ones on the smaller subjects. Yep. We also do the big squat, bench, and deadlift ones as well.
And they're free for members. And I guess we charge for these fucking things, but it's free for members. We are adding fucking some invaluable shit for our members. Now, we are a team you want to be a part of. Okay, we are inclusive within our team. Okay, we're exclusive, but we're inclusive within our team. If you're in our fucking team, you are in our fucking team.
We are going to give our team the tools to be able to look after themselves, to be able to push themselves in the gym and understand what they're doing if we're ever not around for a second.
Because you need to be self-sufficient. You need to learn what you're doing so you can teach someone else one day. But before we sign off, please buy some fucking merch from our merch store. Temple, got some Colt, got a whole bunch of different colours. I'll probably chuck something up at the end of this. But guys, we fucking appreciate you coming. We are thrilled to have you. We honestly are. This is what we love doing. We can do more of it. So if you have tuned in, obviously we don't know if you're tuning in because we're still filming the video. I haven't figured out how to time travel yet. I'm working on it. I've been watching some weird shit, but we'll get there.
We're gym coaches that do a little bit of side and figuring out how to time travel.
We get a little weird. But until next time, go to the fucking gym.
Get strong. Yeah.